you always think you're shilling too much, but there is no such thing as shilling it too much in the end. You gotta get thick skin to say, hey, this is it. This is what I'm.
Hello, and thank you for joining our fireside chats with founders at the European Cardano community. I am Marcus, one of the core team members, and if you like what we are doing, please consider supporting our individual projects. You will find the links to our guests and our projects below the video. Please give us a thumbs up, follow us by hitting the bell icon, and let's enjoy this session.
For now, we have two awesome founders. That's Davide and Udai. Marcus can pitch the Twitter Spaces as well.
Yes.
We can train ourselves as well. We can train also pitching European Cardano community. I mean, that's something as well. I would say make it between you, Davide, and Udai, who's going to start pitching.
I think David, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I can do that, but my pitch will be a little different than the others. So we should have, do we have a scheme to follow like the last time? So that 30 seconds
like
and
the
2
last
minutes?
time, you have 30 seconds of an elevator pitch. Then you have 2 minutes of a deep dive. And then you can pick one of the massive audience to give you either feedback or answer a question. That should be in a short version as well. And then we get on.
Yeah, so I can try to start. I didn't prepare anything, but I want to speak from my heart.
Yeah.
My proposal was about creating a new kind of management video game. As many of you already know, I already tried in the past in 2 different catalyst rounds proposing my motorcycle manager game. This time I tried to do something different because after 2 catalyst rounds that were failures about that game, I tried to involve a professional video game studio to help me out with that, and I want to do something that is more. I want to use another sport that is more followed in the world. So I was about to propose a football management game, different than the other because it was incorporating management things about this game with more arcade action. So I wanted to have something that reminds the old, very funny arcade soccer game of the 90s.
40 seconds already.
Yeah, 40 seconds. So, okay, was the introduction of my proposal.
Now into the long pitch?
Yeah. So the base of my continuous attempt to do something like that is that I think we need something different in terms of utility for the NFTs. Until now, all we saw about NFTs are just people trying to flip and make some revenue on them, trying to acquire stuff for a price and sell it for a higher price. That's totally fine, but I think that the real purpose of NFTs is to prove the ownership of a digital asset for somebody. And I think this is a very important thing that we can apply to video games, mostly for the games that are played for a very long time. So a football manager game will be probably one of the best examples for doing that. I think that the real value in this case will not be the commercial value due to the rarity of the NFTs, but the effort that people put in their gaming session, trying to improve their game assets with the rule of the game that they are following. I think that this will be very important for adoption in the blockchain because until now, if you notice what is happening, is that all the Web3 games that are out there are just trying to make revenues. I don't have anything against cornucopias, for example. I love what the people are doing, but if you see what they are proposing until now, they're just selling tokens and a huge number of different NFT collections that are proposed for 500, 600. Sometimes you can find 900 ADA for a single piece of game asset on the Epic Store. This is not the way we drive adoptions. This is only the way to attract flippers and people that want to make bucks just selling stuff. And if you want to make the Web3 accessible to a larger number of people, we should just use NFTs to give ownership and control to the players over the assets. So stay assured, I will try it again.
Okay, cool. So It took you 40 seconds for the elevator pitch, a little bit more, because you were faster to pitch than I could press the button.
No, because I speak very slowly, no. As you know, I speak so slowly that it takes a lot of time for me.
And yeah, who wants to provide feedback? I could, otherwise.
Please do.
Okay, cool. There are two things. The first thing is look into the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Look into the camera, stay focused, because this is your audience. If you look away, they don't see you because you don't see them.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's the one thing. And the other thing is always try to start with the problem statement first. That's what I would say. Wrap it up as quick as possible in as little time as possible, and then focus on the solution and the selling point. Because if you give more time to the solution, then you can engage the mind of the potential user or investor or whatever it is. And it's like when you look at moving into a flat or into a house, they say as soon as you start furnituring in your mind, you already have bought it. And it's the same
Okay.
thing with a product.
Okay.
If you
Thank
can
you.
think about it, how to use it, then you already have bought it.
Perfect. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Most welcome. So it's Udai. 1 second, I just need to. And whenever you're ready to go.
Okay, sure. So myself Udai, and I'm pitching here for Web3 Hotels project. It is for the crypto community or Web3 community, and it make life easier for the Web3 community for making hotel bookings globally. So it comes with the various tools, like loyalty and reputation and DID on chain. So making it also secure and transparent as well. That's my
Cool.
pitch. And going more in detail, so the idea comes from the we kind of all in Web3 community travel and make the bookings, and it is quite difficult to use even or make use of the crypto, or let's say ADA we have. And on top of it, even you go to, let's say, Hilton, you get some points, but then another hotel group you go, you can't use those same rewards because that has to be used within that group. So, and also for your identity, you have to give the your passport or identity card to the hotel you making booking. So we trying to solve the multiple problems for the Web3 community initially, because that's what we are targeting our kind of product. Because one thing is very difficult to market. The marketing cost is generally very high for this kind of the product when it is B2C. So our target audience will be Web3 community or crypto community, and we building all these solutions on top of blockchain. That's Cardano, and starting with, you can make the payment in fiat as well as Cardano. I mean any crypto rather, and you earn the reward points in ADA. Your reviews are verified as well as available on blockchain, so there is a transparency on the reviews, as well as the traveler ID or DID is there, which help you in verification process more simpler and easier. So we do have plan to bring some tradable NFT, but that's phase 2. But for phase 1, these are the functionalities. We have already secured partnership with the
Oh, awesome. That was.
Thank you.
And your sentence if you want. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
little longer sentence it will be, but just to quickly add that we have already secured partnership with three major kind of the groups. So one is Hotel Beds, Spain-based aggregator. They have 300,000 plus hotels, and they agreed to kind of power our solution. We have around, I think, 8,000 homes and apartments, villa, etc. in Europe, home range. So they signed it, and there is also in the Middle East and Africa group. They have a lot of 4-5 star hotels, so they signed up to participate in Web3 hotels. So we have great already kind of partnership coming in, and myself and other kind of the co-partners, they are also having hotel and technology experience or hotel technology experience.
Ooh, awesome.
Sorry, it
David?
was towards the end. It was late, longer. Sorry.
Nah, was okay.
Davide or Marcus?
I have a question,
Question?
actually.
Yes,
Did you
please.
try to contact other people that are already operating the same sector? I was thinking about Alfred. Alfred Mosker is one of the most prominent European Cardano community members, very active with also a media agency, and is running the Cardano Hotel in Barcelona. So probably he can give you some feedback and some hints.
Yeah, I think I not contacted myself, but you possibly know Yoram. Yoram actually is working with me, so I think he contacted some of these community member in Spain. I know he was in talk with some of them. I
Cool.
don't remember the name of the person. So maybe yes, we will do it. I mean, we are getting good support from the community member, and I think there was one catalyst proposal on hotel related lock and the security related, so that project, I think, is it Tim or someone? So I mean, we could have worked together with them, but I think their proposal also didn't come through and our one also didn't come through. But my plan is we will continue, and hopefully they also want to continue working on maybe proof of concept level or little bit further at least. We may or may not get funded, but I think we believe in our project and we will continue working on it. Of course, if you hinting, I mean, there are challenges on regulatory side. I would accept it, and we believe that we have worked on few aspects, and we may not be able to resolve all countries' regulation, but I think we are good to get started.
Great. Nice to hear
You
that.
have a direct feedback to the pitch as well, as now that we have a little bit of time.
Sure, please. Thanks.
Me or Davide?
Yeah, go ahead. I think you go ahead.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
go ahead because, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was very clear, and in the beginning I had the concern that you are talking about DIDs and things that the normie, the non-crypto person, wouldn't know. So what I would do in that case is put the target group more to the front and to say, okay, our target group is our crypto users, so they know about DIDs. And then you get this out of the way right away, because then everybody knows, okay, this is your target group would exactly know what it is about. It's highly specialized. And then you get those who are listening or right away into another mode, because
Sure.
you don't have to explain then what is the DID, right? Not just
Agree.
otherwise very cool, very good, and very concise, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're most welcome.
Yes.
I have
Marcus,
also,
you?
yeah, I have also a hint. Yeah, I like this idea also very well. It's very good because you handle very sensitive data. But it was not really, my impression is that what is really the highlight of your solution and what is really the difference between some other solutions which are already existing in our Cardano world and so on. That means, yeah, from the voice and so on, would be good if you make it more visible. What are really the biggest highlights of your solution? What is so much different to the other ones, and what is here the most important thing that was not really clearly to understand, yeah, because the level was more or less the same, yeah, and then everything was nice and everything was important, but some parts of your solution is much more important than the other ones, yeah, to bring it more on a highlight stage. That is
Yeah, I think good feedback, Marcus. And I think I did not highlight, which generally I do, is we are bringing the real world use cases to the Cardano. I think that's something is very key here. So we are not just building another DEX or another Cardano tool, right? In this case, we are bringing a industry, or we implementing Cardano in a real industry, right? And that too, not just in one aspect of payment. Payment is big, but we are also implementing the reward mechanism. We are implementing the review and reputation aspect there. We are integrating the DID. So there's multiple use cases of the blockchain, which is in Cardano in this case, implementing in the real world. So that's the highlight. But yeah,
exactly.
I agree that I did not emphasize on this point.
Yeah, but that is a highlight, yeah. Use cases from the real world, yeah. That is absolutely great, yeah. And we need such more, or a lot of more solutions of that, yeah, because the people can feel it. What does it mean, yeah, to use blockchain and so on? Because from the surface is everything the same, and in the background they would like to have it that everything is works perfect and so on. But if they get more in the details that is really secure with new technology, with new approaches and so on to save identities, that is really in a afterwards really what they really appreciate, and that will be a game changer, yeah, because I'm working in the IT security area as well, and it's so hard to protect identities in companies and so on, but it is based on an old architecture, yeah, and you have to take more and more effort to protect the data, and but I think that is also a change in the architecture with the new technology of blockchain, yeah, and that we have much more possibilities to protect in the future.
Agree. Yes, indeed. Good one.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's have a nice look into the camera. I'm just making a photo. 1, 2, 3. That is better. Good. I had another one, but no. Cool. Yeah, perfect. Marcus, do you want to make a spontaneous pitch for the Twitter Spaces?
I can try on the fly, but I'm not really prepared for that. And
Neither
yeah,
was I.
I give you a foundation to pitch against if you want to. So that you can say we are out of the bear market.
Are
right?
we?
Financially.
Did you check
Did I
the
say
current
that?
price?
Have a look today.
No,
Yeah.
but like
What?
I mean,
I was
we're
just
higher than
looking and
before,
I got really shocked. Okay.
So I'm just arguing here around the financial part. Financially, we're out of the previous bear market.
Yes.
We're better off now. Let's say it like that. We're better off now financially. But ECC is currently in an engagement bear market, European Cardano community. So is this a reason why we should have Twitter Spaces? Or is this a reason why we shouldn't have Twitter Spaces?
Mm-hmm.
And now you can pitch.
Yeah, hello. I'm R2D2 Coin, yeah, alias, and Marcus is my real name. And yeah, we have already established an X-Space in German language, which was really highly wish from a lot of people which are not able or which are not speaking English language, and therefore we started to build up a community in X-Space in German language. Yeah. If you some more details about that, yeah, we have established it in a regular time frame of every 4 weeks. And yeah, the idea is here behind that we bring a lot of people from different levels of technology knowledge, from community knowledge and so on, bring together in German language that they can communicate each other, because we have the feeling that we have a lot of enthusiasts, but they are not able to communicate each other with the regular channels, which is almost in English. And therefore, we build up here a stage, takes a bridge to all the German language speakers, our citizens, which would like to get more information from individuals. Yeah, for example, for professionals like SPO, yeah, a stake pool operator, some project leaders, product owners, and so on. And that's the reason why we would like to continue with this approach and this strategy to provide an X space in German language.
Awesome. You even have a minute left.
Oh, I have still time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what we would like to know, what we would like to get as well as feedback, not just for us, for the X space in generally, what is a feeling in this community regards to all the solutions which are already implemented, and what is planned to do on a Cardano ecosystem, and as well, we can speak everything what we want. We don't have any agenda planned. We don't have any special topics planned. We do what we want for this hour which we have together. And highly appreciate, or I would like really appreciate if you join our channel, the German speakers, that you get here the chance to meet each other and have a very good platform to get some more information or deep information from the Cardano ecosystem. Thanks.
Cool.
Nice,
there you go.
Marcus.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Who's next?
Udai. Udai should give feedback now. Are you okay with that?
Yes, for sure. I love feedback.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I was just wondering that are you kind of appealing it to the German community? If you are doing, then you should be speaking in German. But you're speaking in English, so I'm not sure is the right way to pitch it.
Well,
I'm
actually,
not.
the space is in English. Is in German. It's just here because we need to understand as well.
Yeah.
But the
Is
space
it
is
only
in
for
German.
us?
Yes,
Yeah.
Totally right. Yeah, that was really spontaneous. It was not foreseen that I have a pitch time here. Yeah, but yeah, you are totally right. Yeah, German speakers are in scope.
Because your main pitch is that, because people don't understand, so you're making it in local language, but you're pitching in English to us.
Yeah.
It's just a training for me.
Okay, then it's good. That's good.
Yeah, but
And
really, do you have some other feedbacks from my behavior, from my
no, I think
pitching?
you come across quite confident, Marcus. So I think it was pretty good to me.
Thank you very much.
You might still have Rudy joining. That's cool. Yeah. Are you okay if I give you feedback too?
Yes.
Cool. It comes actually to that what Udai said. Put the founder, the target group first when you do the long pitch, for example, and invite them, because you invited them at the end.
Yeah.
Invite them before, and then tell them you can be who you are. Don't. You did a typical German stunt, which is it's a little bit of thing. It's a little bit basically. It's so modest. It's modest is always almost boring. But you can be who you are. We accept you. This is us. This is true. This is so us. But what I have learned is we love US products, and US sales is incredibly engaging. So we still would fall for this. So if you do this empowerment thingy, right? So basically you say, join us, ask the questions that you want, be yourself, don't be afraid. We back you up and we support you. right? That would be exactly the thingy to alleviate basically the visitor. Hey Rudy, awesome. So that would be my feedback.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I see that in the spaces by the way as well. You minoring things down yourself even without being intentional on this. I did that too until I've been working in the US, and then it flipped around.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard. For a German, it's really hard.
Yeah, totally. Hey man, cool, awesome, Rudy.
Hey,
Thank you.
how is everyone? I am so sorry. I wasn't in my calendar. I I missed it. I fully missed it. I apologize.
Are
How
you
I
are you on
love these
vacation, man?
conversations, and
No worries, but thank you
we're
that you
late.
joined.
Yeah,
What have
actually,
I
yes.
missed?
It's really appreciated that anyway you joined
Um,
us.
we are doing the pitch fest, right? It's I know it's not Catalyst anymore, but but we after Catalyst is before Catalyst, don't you say that? So basically we continue training and giving each other feedback on the pitches, 30 seconds pitch and then a short pitch, and then 2 minutes deep dive, and then one feedback from a participant of the round.
Ah,
So
that's super useful.
yeah, so if you want, it's your turn now.
Okay, so first is 30 seconds.
Yeah, let me take the watch. We don't do a super hard break. We just show you, hey,
Fair
okay,
enough.
and give you the
Uh,
time. And wait, and okay.
So FIDA, which is our project, is a decentralized insurance capacity provider or reinsurer that is built on top of Cardano specifically because of its security parameters, right? And its ability to interact with all other chains to bring in the capital needed to I guess, insure the uninsured. Right?
Perfect.
That's the 30-ish second version. Then going further into it, what we're trying to do is inject some of that can't be evil sauce that is what crypto allows in the end from the end of the provision of capital to be able to safely and securely pay out claims for when there are natural disasters, right? For when you're actually your car breaks down or you're in an accident, the last thing you want to do, right? And it happens. People always, because of the way the media works, people always talk about like insurance fraud from the perspective of
Oh no. Is it just me?
in the other
No.
direction. Yeah.
You had a break of like 5 to 10 seconds. It was
Oh,
like after the car, and then the media, and then
okay. Yeah. That
just
people focus on the fraud from the perspective of the insured, right? That you're always used to hearing about the person who tried to cheat the insurance company for X or Y, but the worst scenario, which is more frequent than it should ever be, is when the insurance company does it to you, and that happens. Like here in the Netherlands, I think it was a couple of months ago, there was an accident with a freight boat under a bridge where all like you could see all the containers like in the river with all that stuff lost, and then you saw freight containers that had been that had paid insurance, but the insurance money was not there, right? That's not good. That's fraud, right? On the other end, there was a big case in Best 2. I can say here they got
Rudy?
caught. Oh, that's the 2-minute mark.
Yeah. You did a,
Quack,
that's why we're here.
quack, quack, quack.
Hi,
Fair
Emmanuel.
enough.
I have feedback. Who wants to join as feedback? Who wants to? Guys, not only me. I have feedback, but yeah.
I actually don't. I really liked it. Well,
Yeah.
that's my feedback anyway.
You did
Just one
one thing.
hint.
Yeah.
Just one hint from my side. For me, was at the end not really clear what is the content of your solution. Yeah, fraud. I understood from the insurance side to protect the customer, but what is really the outcome of this solution? That is what I didn't realize completely. Yeah. I think in the right direction, but I didn't get the complete picture.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you. I ran out of time. It
Yeah,
was like
maybe.
I was
Maybe that
still
was, yeah.
on
I
the
give you the
examples.
feedback. I give you my feedback because it ties exactly to what Marcus said. You do one thing exceptionally fantastic, but this kills your time. You have examples, astonishing examples. I mean, the thing with the containers, they were like eye-opening. Like Marcus said there, my eyes were like that. Udai almost moved out of the frame, and Davide, he's searching for his cat. So, but that you had multiple examples. Just take one, focus on one thing, and then explain it from there. Because it's like exactly what you say. You started out with most think of fraud being fraudulent by themselves, right? And it's true, right? But maybe it's not being fraudulent, but maybe it's like you're feeling in a begging position, like asking the insurance for something. And then you just take the spin, tell your story, and then say, but actually, in this case, the insurance didn't have the money. And then you have time to explain your solution.
Yeah, thanks.
That's how I would do it.
Thank you. Yeah. I thought I really miscalculated the time, and then the internet connection, and that killed me. So for Marcus's benefit, I'll finish. I'll try to finish in as quickly as possible. So because it's on chain, you get proof of capacity, and the money is there, and you could verify for yourself that the smart contract and everything is linked to your account. You're going to get paid whenever that claim is accepted from there. And that is the solution we're offering. We're gonna fix the from this end, from the provision end, this can't be evil thing, right, as much as possible. And from there you extend. We also improve the efficiency of the money, because we're able to use it for DeFi purposes, right? Lending, et cetera. And that's the play. It is to revolutionize how reinsurance is done, like giving power back to the smaller insurance companies around the world that are now like begging and starving for capital. And also the people, right? Because now you get to be on both ends, and that makes all the difference, right? You get to be the investor that's providing the capacity, but also the one receiving it. So this should make incentives align much better.
The transparency between both partners is given, yeah, full transparency. All right. Thank you very much. Nice idea.
You're welcome.
Another feedback, because you've been extending, maybe depending on the pitch that you have, build 2 or 3 pitches, because you have different addressees, and decide for whom you're addressing the pitch at that point. And then at the end, give another outlook and say, we also support, with that, we also support the smaller insurances, which is important to keep the landscape diverse and competitive. And the third one was, actually doubling down on the smaller people, on the private sector, to empower them and to not get effed over the table.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Fully
Yep.
pulled. That's what I wanted to say. Fully pulled over the table. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks so much.
Awesome.
And those were my pitches.
And they were awesome. Emmanuel, do you also want to pitch today?
I can get along with it.
What you would do is basically are you still building on the product or the student program, even though Catalyst is not there at the moment? Are you able to do that? And
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now you can pitch that. Now you can pitch that. You have 30 seconds as a short pitch, just to bring the idea across, and then 2 minutes to elaborate on a deep dive, and then you get our feedback. Is that cool with you?
Okay. Yeah. I'll try. Yeah.
Are you able to do it with video, or is the connection bad?
This place is like dark right now, so
Okay.
it will just be fine if I should go along like this.
Okay. Do you see us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Because we have the T sign to show you that the
Okay.
the pitch
Time up.
the first one is over. You just dive right into the 2-minute pitch, and we start. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My proposal is about onboarding new developers to the Cardano community with education first, which we believe is going to increase the Cardano's developers role in Africa. We are specializing in University of Lagos Nigerian students. So yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Now you have 2 minutes to deep dive.
So this project is about, as I've said, onboarding new developers. It was proposed to Gimba Labs as a proposal. Regardless of Catalyst funding, Gimba Labs accepted to fund us from their treasury in getting these projects done, because they believe it's a huge it has a huge impact regardless of our Catalyst reviewers, messy reviewers, and I think I was it was like I don't know if the proposal was not really constructed, but Gimba Labs is ready to take on with the project with us and onboarding new developers. The project is also going to contain a hackathon in Nigeria. So that's just basically the future of the project right now. So yeah.
Awesome. That was wow. You still have a minute left. You still can add something.
Yeah. As the anchor of this project, I'm pushing hard to get myself ahead of students. So in learning this education in a self-paced learning, so getting on board and onboarding these students, because I'm also a student, so with Gimba Labs. So yeah, and I believe this project is going to be a game changer in the Nigerian community about Cardano's development. So yeah, that's it.
Cool. Awesome.
You did
Feedback.
really great. Yes.
feedback. Rudy, do you have time for feedback?
Yeah, I have a baby crying in the background, but it's not mine. So this time it's not mine. Yeah, it was awesome. For the short one, you need a hook, right? You need a, okay, this is why, or this is what you're getting, right? It's like, and we're gonna onboard X amount of developers, or we have this X strategy that will maybe improve how we retain the developers, or like some hook, right? Something that makes it memorable and you won't forget. For the long one, you also same, still the hook is missing, but also you sort of went on a side statement about like the catalyst itself or the fairness of the reviewers, and usually that doesn't help. So you could try to remember to omit those types of negative remarks, because they're not serving you anything, right? It's that's it. Those are my like two big comments.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'll take them into consideration. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. There could be something like, why is it important to educate Nigerian developers? Are they somehow special? Is there a growing market? Is it emerging in a certain way or so? Is the university you're working with somehow destined to push this further? Something like that. Totally agree. Because what we see in the ecosystem is like, I mean, you have Gimbal Labs on backing you. That's amazing.
Yes.
However, if that weren't the case, you would have like people saying, "Oh, another developer program," right? And that's the thing that you want to maybe avoid in the future. If there's no Gimbal Labs, or if you want to sell it to somebody else as well, like getting more people on board that would support you. That's I think that's the point where Rudy came from.
Yeah. Thanks. Actually, the pitch is over, right? I can like just speak.
No, you did fine. You did totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just want
Nice.
to say some things like about the catalyst. Like it was my first proposal, and I really learned a lot about the process and the journey, and you were the one that pushed me, gave me a go ahead to get something. You gave me a go ahead to get something to propose to Catalyst. So and I feel the experience was really challenging, but I learned a lot from it. So the next funding is not gonna be the first again. So yeah.
Awesome. That's also great feedback. Wonderful.
Yeah, thanks.
Rudy, just go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, and like as an idea, you can use the Gimbal Labs thing as a why. You could say, and we've already got Gimbal Labs behind us, right? They have seen our ability to whatever it is they saw, right? To educate developers faster or get developers productive quicker. Whatever it is that they're seeing, you can use them as a reference, and that have vetted your work, your proposal.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that is also a hint from me. Yeah, if you have some preferences, some references, some pilot projects, or so on, that makes it much more visible. Yeah, for the community. Why do we need new developers? Yeah, and I'm sure that we need a lot of developers in the future. Yeah, and therefore, if you have already some preferences, pilot projects, and so on, name it.
I don't sorry, I might not get you. The project I'm building on my own.
You didn't hear me?
No, like I didn't get a pilot project. Maybe you can please
Okay.
elaborate on
Okay, but
yeah.
okay, then if you don't have something like this, but maybe you can try to get it, yeah, and then you have more content for your idea, yeah. Then you have already some real cases which can push this initiative.
All right. Yeah,
Good idea.
thanks. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Awesome. I'm happy that you guys came on board. I mean, really, that was like you restored everything today. All of you, Marcus, Udai, Rudy, Emmanuel, Davide, really cool. I mean, that's a Christmas present I can work with.
Yeah, it was a strange catalyst round as well, so probably many people got a little bit burned with the results and all the polemics around the foundation.
Yeah, it
Basically
was kind
driving.
of right. It was kind of stressful.
Every catalyst
It
round, there is something strange going on, and this time was the strangest of my whole experience. I'm participating since Found 9, I think. And in the
Yeah.
beginning, there was a problem with the whales that were just deciding what
Oh yeah.
they do, and now the whale are not such big of a problem anymore because we don't have the no vote, but foundation fixed that. So they took the pace.
But
So
Rudy,
we
you had a proposal that was funded, right?
who?
Oh, Rudy,
Nope.
your proposal wasn't it?
No.
I
Zero.
thought there was a collaboration one with Charlie.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it didn't get funding.
Ah,
Oh,
damn
that's
it.
really, yeah, that's a pity.
Yes, it's
I
a
was not
huge one.
expecting, yeah, I was not expecting anything this round because I didn't put the necessary effort to promote my proposal. I had trouble and time for myself from a personal point of view. So, but even if I did put all of my effort, probably the result would be the same because of what we know, and I will feel way worse. So, luckily, I didn't.
But I can share a positive experience. Um, I mean, we as European Cardano community didn't get as much votes as we wanted. Actually, we got less than before. We got
Yeah,
only 17 million ADA, which is really low.
yeah.
But at the same time, my DAO counting one just got only 4 million less. What is positive about it? I went out. I went out there and didn't just stay in the little bubble of European Cardano community.
Hmm.
I went out there. I met the African community, which is an awesome community. I met I yeah, I just met people and I didn't shill it too much, I think, right? As a founder, you always think you're shilling too much, but there is no such thing as shilling it too much in the end. You got to get thick skin. Just say, hey, this is it. This is what I'm at the moment, right? And this is what builds me for the future. There is no such thing as too much of you at this point because we got to look to the US when they sell themselves or their projects. They are here. We're still there, and we are feeling like over the top at this point already. But the US is there, so we got a
Hmm.
gap that we can fill
That's true.
By preaching what we do and having that agenda, not agenda, pushing it forward. I think that's the positive thing that I took from it. And I think a lot of these so-called grifters actually got a quite good slap into the back. So there's those who are not actually willing to work without catalyst on their things, they will move away most probably, um, and leave more room for builders, for actual builders, which is a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, and it's. I also super agree, but I also like the exercise of having like a whale as big as the foundation come in and shake things up, because we're going to do decentralized governance for a lot more than just the catalyst rounds, and we need to like do these experiments, go through these pains as efficiently as possible. And I really I was in the town hall yesterday with the guys, and they're taking it seriously. It's how do we make it fairer, and that's what gives me hope for the whole thing, right? That we are all more more than anything. Yes, there's grifters here and there. Yes, a lot of the people that were more vocal about it or complaining about it were kind of getting the favorable end. They had already sort of gotten the whales that they wanted, and had things set up for it to work. But in the end, I think that it's a good thing. It's like, okay, so let's actually make it fair, right? Let's now sort of cap or have quadratic voting or whatever it is that we're going to do to make it so the little guy, right? The little voices don't drown out, and it's little voices both from the voter but also from the proposal side. I suggested to sort of change the UI a little bit, or even the voter reward system, so people emulate what the CF did, because like the people who were complaining were like, oh, but the what we have is that the whales just pick two or three and then those get in and there's space for everyone else. But that's wrong, right? That means that you just have pockets of special interest groups that are working, but it's still unfair for people who are actually playing fair, right?
Yeah.
So if you make it so when you go to the app to vote and you have like a progress bar, because people are only voting for like two or three per in general, but if you have a progress bar that goes and says, okay, you've now fully committed that you've fully given the opinion on how these funds should be used in the category, right?
That's good.
It's
Like a good enough score. Like a good score.
exactly.
That's
Because
cool.
voting for one thing isn't good enough, right? That means you're not having an opinion to push out the grifters, right? To push out the bad proposals. It's just, well, I voted for this one. The rest is somebody else's problem. No, right?
Very good.
The way the catalyst is supposed to work is how the CF did. It's like, no, okay, so for this fund, these should be the ones. This is my opinion. These should be the ones, right? And then for this other category, these should be the ones. And then that makes it so the majority, right? Everyone's vote gets magnified, because otherwise, if the CF's vote got multiplied, whatever it was, by however many projects they voted for, we're choosing not to make the same multiplication.
That's true. Is
We're
there
just
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to repeat myself.
Okay. Bringing another example. Before we conclude, are you okay? Like, do you have a minimum number of proposals that you set yourself to vote for? I always choose, like, I say I have to commit to at least, and then it's a low number, 100 proposals. That's what I have to make. That's what I always say. That's the minimum that I have to make. Are you doing the same thing, or are you having another number?
Well, I try to I try to mentally keep how much I've voted for, but that's extra effort. So I end up saying, well, roughly this is the max I should get, depending on the category, right? And the other one, it was I only needed to do like 12, right? In the partner stuff, I only needed to pick 12. In the concept one, you need to pick more. But yeah, I try to do that, and promoting others to do the same is probably gonna like multiply the effect, because it was 2 billion ADA that participated. 2 billion ADA participated. So what the CF did should not have like completely overwhelmed the system, right? If everybody filled in their capacity, then it would have just been like a 10% bump here and there. But because people don't do it that way, it was so significant.
That's a good point.
I totally agree, and I think that's the bigger problem, rather, being the one CF voting with big wallet. Most people, yeah, or particularly the bigger one, like who have like more than 1 million to 50 million, kind of, they vote for 10, 5, kind of, that's it, kind of, on the higher side. So that's bigger problem, I think.
And that's what becomes kind of like the special interest group scenario, where like the end maker group of the world sort of have their own little group of proposals, and they only vote for themselves, right? And then that means that they're used to that working, right? Then there's another small interest group that will also just vote for themselves, right? And then there's enough ADA, so both get it. But the people who are trying to get everybody else's votes have a harder time, because the regular voter is only like picking one here, picking one there, and it's a lot harder. Yeah.
This is something that we should actually present like that to the community. I'll cut that, exactly that conversation, and make it an extra little convo, if you're okay. That's cool. I like that. Marcus, final words? Davide, final words?
Yes.
Emmanuel?
Yes, please don't miss my X-Base in German language in the future. In 2 weeks again. See you.
Davide?
No, it's
Final
nice, nice. I will just subscribe what Marcus said. Just join the German space, but not only that one, also the other ones. No, but jokes apart, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that you went here and helped us with this event. And yeah, maybe next time will be better. We will have other catalyst rounds. I'm not still sure about that, because it's not. Yeah, we hope so, and we probably get better in making pitch all together once again.
Awesome. Emmanuel?
Yeah, I would appreciate everyone. It's a nice journey, getting into Cardano, meeting new people, and speaking about founders in giving ideas to each other. And I wish everyone happy holidays and a joyful and exciting Christmas, and happy New Year in advance. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you so much.
See you next
Happy
time.
holidays.
And remember,
Merry
in January,
Christmas.
we'll have the next fireside chat.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting. We will have a lot of nice guests already.
Yeah. We have ADA handle.
Yeah.
We have Squeak, and we have another good one. Minth. So Minth, Squeak, and ADA handle.
But ADA handle doesn't speak German. Yeah, but it's English then.
Yes.
What is
Our regular
in the fireside chat? In the fireside.
It was an additional pitch from my side. Sorry.
That's good, Marcus.
So
Nice.
that's
Hey guys.
thanks, guys.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas, Happy
Cheers.
New Year.
Merry
You.
Christmas.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas.
Yeah. Bye bye.